Well, hello and good evening, everyone. My name is Jeff Hooks. I am the president of Victory Nutrition International, and I want to welcome you to our VNI product and business overview presentation for this Thursday evening, February 7th, 2019. Very, very excited to welcome all of you. We do this presentation live every single Thursday evening, with the exception of next Thursday, because it's Valentine's Day. So we're not going to do that, but that's a rare exception. I think we did, in the last 6 months, we've only missed two Thursday night presentations. And the purpose for our presentation tonight is very, very simple. We want to share information about an amazing wellness company called Victory Nutrition International. You're going to learn tonight about the company. You're going to learn about the vision, the mission, our products, the scientific validation that backs these incredible wellness products up. And I'm really excited to share with you that you're going to be learning about the company and the mission and the vision and the products and the science from the gentleman that created it all, our founder, our visionary founder and CEO, Mr. Bill Downs. And so we're going to share with you information also about there's a very lucrative business model that's attached to this brand and this company and these products. And tonight's presentation is really designed to give you a good, solid overview of who we are and our products, the exclusive proprietary products that we're bringing to market. And if you're at a point in time in your life where the idea of improving your wellness from a physical standpoint with our products, or potentially your financial wellness, then you're going to be really excited about the information that we're going to share tonight. And then as we wrap up the presentation in about a half an hour or so, we're going to give you some suggested next steps in terms of where you can go to evaluate the products for yourself, to get your questions answered and figure out what the best next step is for you. And so with that, it is my privilege to turn our presentation over to a gentleman I've had the good fortune of getting to know and work with and work for now for right at 3 years. Mr. Bill Downs has a significant background as an entrepreneur, but primarily as a scientist, as a biochemist, as a formulator. In fact, he's authored and co-authored over 93 peer-reviewed, published scientific papers, over 30 of those. In fact, I think the most current number right now is 33 and growing. 33 of those are published scientific papers on PubMed, and he'll share with you a little bit more about his background. But without any further ado, it's my privilege to turn our presentation over to our founder and CEO, Mr. Bill Downs. Take it away, sir.
Well, thank you very much, Jeff. I really appreciate the opportunity to be here this evening. I've been doing this for quite a long time, and you know, life has a funny way of sort of directing you down an ever narrowing tunnel when you try and pursue the thing that gives you the greatest joy and fulfillment because it contributes to improving the lives of people. And the culmination of that is my forming Victory Nutrition International. In 1985, the entire natural products industry did a total of $4 billion, give or take a little bit, in top line revenues for consumer sales. In 2012, that number had increased a little bit to $137 billion in consumer revenue and consumer purchases. Various marketing agencies have projected that by 2024, the industry will top $250 billion in dietary supplement sales alone. It's an amazing time. It's an amazing growth dynamic. It's an amazing opportunity, and it screams of an opportunity for dietary supplements. People are spending money on dietary supplements. Gym memberships are skyrocketing. People are getting involved in more, casual yet devoted, oriented fitness programs. And the entire industry, organic foods and supplements, are moving towards improving longevity, anti-aging products. So with all of the money that's being spent, you would think that we have significantly curtailed the incidence of chronic degenerative disease, yet obesity and chronic illness are still on the rise. There are thousands of supplements on the market from which to choose. And I mean, there's thousands of companies, and many of those companies have hundreds of dietary supplements. How do we determine which ones to choose? How do we know if we're wasting our hard-earned money? So, as I've said many times, and the question that it's a rhetorical question that I ask is, what is the most expensive nutritional supplement on the market? And the answer to that is it's the one that doesn't work because it can't get in. And those factors, therefore, include digestive impairment. Digestive problems are the number one reason for emergency room visits after accidents, the number one reason for doctor visits, the number one reason for over-the-counter drug purchases or medication purchases, and the number one reason for prescription drugs for a legitimate malady. Digestive problems are just an amazing epidemic, amazing in a bad way, in our culture. We're not able to break down even the food that we eat to turn it into us. When you combine that with the fact that the vast majority of supplements are being made by contract manufacturers who keep in their inventory generally the lowest quality of ingredients to keep inventory costs down and keep product costs down. Generic low quality ingredients are pervasive. In addition, oftentimes, if, for example, a scientific study says you need to use 4,500 milligrams of something, companies use 1,500 to keep the cost down. There's just not enough active ingredients. And then lastly, as I said earlier, with the digestive impairment, we've come full circle. The ingredients don't get absorbed into the bloodstream because the body cannot effectively disintegrate and dissolve them. So in January the 15th of 2014, I started Victory Nutrition International. And my colleague, a research colleague and partner in the business at that time, is Steve Kushner. And Steve Kushner, who's also a formulator, actually specializes in bioenergetic medical research, was a pioneer in developing the prototype of our proteasome technology. But we've both been devoted formulators and researchers. We have over probably close to 70 years combined in research in the industry right now. I have been in the raw material business for 24 years, and I'm a fanatic about ingredients. And Steve's been researching bioenergetic research for a long time and has developed formulas around that premise. So our products are guaranteed to be high quality products. They're unique, exclusive, and proprietary formulas. You can't get these anywhere else except from Victory Nutrition International. And because we are breaking the mold, no other product technologies even come close. We're providing first-to-market product opportunities, again, made with premium ingredients, using advanced absorption technology, and validated by published clinical studies. A lot of people say they have science. You need to go, if somebody's trying to lure you to someplace else and they're saying they have science, you need to go to their website and look for the science tab if they have one. Then look at the science tab. When they show you the research, make sure that it's not a back office study that's published by the company. Make sure that it's published in a peer-reviewed, cited, respected journal on a something like PubMed or another respected library. Most of the research in the industry has been done on ingredients, not finished products. And as I said earlier, when many of these companies use these ingredients in their products, they're not using, because most of them are expensive, they're using a whole lot less potent or a knockoff ingredient. That's why we do research on our own finished products. And you can see much of the research at www.vniscience.com. Our scientific advisory board is second to none in the industry. Dr. Kenneth Blum is the father of psychiatric genetics and is the father of nutrigenomics and neuroscience. That's the science that studies how nutrition affects gene expression. both of the doctors Bagchi, Debashis, and Menashe Bagchi have hundreds of published papers in the scientific literature. They've been on a number of National Institutes of Health research grant boards. They're highly respected. So our V&I, our company, not my company, your company as well, our company is able to boast over 40 published clinical studies to date with 3 patents and other patents pending. That's unprecedented scientific validation. And while I'm on that topic, that provides an unprecedented superior advantage for business validation. And when I hand it back over to Jeff, he'll go into that in a little bit more detail. So anybody who partners with V&I to do the business is absolutely guaranteed that the products that they're promoting are made with the highest quality ingredients, backed by peer-reviewed science, published in cited journals, and most importantly, they improve the health of others, which are confirmed not only by clinical research, but by actual case reports and product reviews. So Steve Kushner pioneered the prototype for the present proteasome technology. We got together and worked out a technology that has an absolutely amazing properties. We're mimicking human, blood and cell membrane properties. And the reason that this is so amazing, just one factor of why it's so amazing, is that when the production batch is finished and the product's allowed to stand for several hours, it has what's called an exothermic reaction. We don't use any heat in making Protovite, for example, but when that's allowed to stand at room temperature, it rises in temperature to body temperature, 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know of any other consumable liquid on planet Earth that all on its own rises to body temperature other than body fluids and cell membrane properties. That's just an amazing achievement. So the proteasome technology, as I said, mimics cell membrane properties. And here is what it looks like. This is actually a phospholipid bilayer, is what it's called. You have the head, the legs, if you can see my cursor, the legs and the head. So if you were to put your 2 hands together and interlock your fingers, that's how these phospholipids go together to create cell membranes. All the cell membranes and all of the soft tissues of your body have this structure. And all the intracellular organelles, all the stuff inside a cell, has the same phospholipid bilayer structure. And what we do when we make the Protovite is mimic that structure, even by impregnating and saturating it with ions, free ions, so that it changes the ionic energy fingerprint back to the reason that it's a biodynamic, energetic technology. So many supplements, as I mentioned previously, are really difficult to digest, and they don't get absorbed even when your digestive system is healthy. And as I've already stated, we live in a culture that does not have good digestive health. So many people purchase supplements that don't get absorbed, and what that means is they're paying for benefits that they're not getting. V&I's proprietary exclusive proteasome technology is the foundation for all V&I products. Our tagline is nutrition that gets in. Here are our 4 main products. We have Enzorb, Protovite, Brain Reward, and Thione Extra. Enzorb is the only proteasome technology enzyme on the market that's setting a new standard for enzymes. We've completed a clinical study. It's been presented and is pending publication right now, showing that the enzymes in Enzorb are for a lot more than just digestion. We're actually improving properties of the blood and the immune system. Protovite is our multivitamin mineral complex that's been proven to rehydrate blood cells, restoring the ability to use oxygen and water in cells that have lost their negative charge in less than 5 minutes. Brain Reward is, the label puts these claims right on it, which have been vetted by our attorneys that specialize in FDA, FTC regulatory law. And it supports focus, concentration, cognition, and mental sharpness, and is backed by over 30 clinical studies. Actually, I think it's 39 right now. And Thione Extra is an immune benefit and cell detoxification product that supports anti-aging and life extension. So I'm going to go a little bit deeper into Enzorb, our multi-enzyme complex, a proteasome multi-enzyme complex. Diet Essential is the name of the enzyme formula. It's a stable acid-resistant multi-enzyme complex that, unlike other enzymes, is activated in the higher pH of body tissues. It's not the stomach. It's activated in a pH of 6.5 to 8.5 rather than 2 to 5.5 like other digestive enzymes. And that makes it metabolically activated. The proprietary proteasome encapsulation ensures rapid absorption into the blood. This is a combination that is exclusively formulated for optimal metabolic support and digestive support. There are no other proteasome enzyme products on the market. Enzorb's features and benefits include safety and efficacy that's demonstrated in 2 published clinical studies, with a third one a pending publication, and we have references for those in vniscience.com. Metabolically activated in the alkaline pH, as I mentioned, of the tissues inside the body. Remember, your digestive system is essentially an external organ on the inside of your body because it's open at both ends. That's why 70 to 80% of your immune system is there. So this is an amazing product that boosts and strengthens metabolism and vitality. It does support digestion of proteins, fats, and carbs, but through the bloodstream and its access to the GI tract. Your digestive system commands the largest supply of blood in the body, and that's how all these enzymes get delivered. It supports intestinal health elimination, and the last study that we just did demonstrates categorically it boosts immune competence and blood health. Protovite is liquid nutrition. A 2002 study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association states it appears prudent for all adults to take vitamin supplements. However, as mentioned already, the digestive maladies are the most common disorders in our culture. So the most expensive supplement, again, is the one that doesn't work because it can't get in. And this causes impaired metabolism, which is a reduced ability to use oxygen and water, which are the 2 most important resources for life, in order for cells to make energy, manage energy, and eliminate waste, otherwise known as metabolism. This is a primary feature of all chronic degenerative diseases. As I mentioned earlier about other ingredient research, most research is targeting the wrong results. They're targeting things like just reducing inflammation and antioxidant activity. And while those are great benefits, all inflammation is anaerobic. That means the cells can't use oxygen and water. Therefore, that turns on the inflammatory events. What Protovite does is restore the ability to use oxygen and water. It goes farther upstream. It's a wonderful supplement for improving systems biology, the function of all things working together to create optimal health. Protovite's VMP35 multivitamin mineral phytonutrient complex that is proteasomed provides unprecedented rapid and prolonged nutrient absorption. It starts in less than 5 minutes, and it's prolonged when it gets to the small intestine, and so you get sustained absorption over time. And it promotes cellular ability to effectively use oxygen and water. In fact, we've even coined kind of a new term that Protovite is liquid blood food. This is an accurate depiction that it gets in because it behaves like blood. Peer-reviewed and published scientific research validates the finished product, and life-changing benefits are evidenced by an astonishing high customer retention rate. By the way, our product return rate is less than 1/100th of 1%. And that is the strongest evidence that this is a safe harbor for you to rely on if you want to join our mission of touching other people's lives. Brain Reward is designed for mental sharpness. This is actually the first product that I started research on way back when. We say that our axiom for this is that Brain Reward is a patented course correction for your mind. Here are the 3 patents, 2 US and 1 European patent. The National Alliance on Mental Illness has published the fact that 1 in 4 Americans is going to experience some mental health disorders. We are so overstressed, overburdened, overworried. Brain Reward is an effective reward deficiency nutrigenomic solution that optimizes gene expression and rebalances the brain reward circuitry. And it does that effectively. Again, I think we have 39 studies published to date demonstrating that Brain Reward supports dopamine sensitivity and function. It helps regulate cravings, supports weight management, promotes energy and recovery. relieves stress, supports easier detox, supports improved decision-making called executive function, and importantly, it supports focus, attention, concentration, cognition, and mental sharpness. And we all need some more mental sharpness, especially me. Thione Extra is an anti-aging and immunity supplement extraordinaire. We don't have any finished research on the Thione Extra just yet. That'll be coming in the future, but all the ingredients have been carefully researched. In fact, for example, we have an ingredient that's also in Protovite called Proligna. It's a pine cone extract, and it's already, this particular water extracted version has been researched, has about 30 clinical studies on just the ingredient. It's covered by 14 patents. By the way, it's about $1,500 a kilo, and we put a therapeutic dose in here. As a matter of fact, the Canadian government asked us to reduce the amount to comply exactly with what's in the research. So this formula is designed for optimal beneficial protection, DNA protection, and protects the structure and function of your blood vessels. It improves antioxidant function, supports glutathione and SOD functions. Remember, SOD, superoxide dismutase, is the 5th most abundant protein in the body. There are many thousands of proteins. SOD is number 5. And that means that it's the first most important antioxidant enzyme in the body. The body will even rob zinc from DNA to fund SOD. And Thione Extra helps to promote SOD. It promotes immune function, improves nitrogen balance, enhances cell detoxification, cell structure function, cell stamina, and energy output, improves mental clarity. It's an anti-aging life extension product extraordinaire. The life-changing benefits, again, are evidenced by an astonishing high customer retention rate. So I would really appreciate, the reason we do this is because we would love for you to join us and make a difference by helping people become beacons of health, hope, and abundance. At this juncture, it is my sincere pleasure to hand over the screen to my colleague, the president of V&I, a guy who was consulting with us for 2.5 years prior to becoming the president. He's an icon in network marketing. You know, a lot of people say that they've had successes in network marketing. Jeff has the record demonstrating he's built organizations, top line revenues of $500 million. This is my hero, and I'm really just blessed, thrilled, and privileged to be able to hand back over to Jeff the screen to finish this presentation on why V&I is a tremendous opportunity for you.
Super. Thank you so much, Bill. Thank you for the wonderful information. Thank you for your visionary leadership. And folks, I'm going to start my screen share here real quick, and then we'll open up, I'll open up my presentation real quick, and we should be in business. Okay, super. All right, so Bill has covered obviously the company, the mission, the products, the science, and as Bill shared, we're not shy in wanting to invite you to engage with these products. These products are life-changing. It's amazing what the human body can do when products like ours nourish the body at a cellular level. But we also want you to know that there's a business model attached to this company and this brand and these products. And we're also not shy about rolling out the red carpet if you're interested, if you're at a point in time in your life where the idea of creating an additional cash flow, what I call a parallel cash flow. In other words, a part-time cash flow without jeopardizing your full-time job. If you're at a point in time in your life where that's appealing, then you're going to love what I'm going to be sharing over the next few minutes. And then, additionally, as you learn more about this business model. But we have an extraordinary business model. And if you're at a point in time where, again, an extra cash flow, maybe to pay off debt, maybe to help with children's education or grandchildren's education, or maybe to supplement or augment retirement, or maybe you've always aspired to having the freedom and the flexibility of being an entrepreneur, being your own boss. See, I was a traditional business entrepreneur before I fell in love with this relational marketing model. And I've been in and around wellness in the relationship marketing space for a large portion of the last 30 years. And maybe the idea of owning your own business, of being your own boss is appealing, but of course, because of life commitments, because of perhaps family or other priorities, you can't just stop your day job. And so we'll be the first to tell you, keep your day job. That's a blessing, but don't be totally dependent on it. Build a plan B cash flow. Start building a business with us, with V&I, on a part-time basis, whether that's 3 to 5 hours a week, whether that's 8 to 10 hours a week, like some of our partners, and take the next 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, 2 years, depending on the size of your goal, depending on what your vision is, and create a cash flow that gives you options. And in many of our partners, we've got some full-time partners that have built significant businesses, and they started part-time. So let's walk through, let's give you a little bit of perspective on that. We are, excuse me, just like we're an innovative pioneer in the world of nutritional supplements, we're also a global leader, and we're changing the way relationship marketing companies do business. Everything about V&I is different. And I could go into more detail than we have time for, but it starts with the beginning of the company. You know, if you reflect back on what Bill shared, we were a company that was launched with the products first. We had intellectual property. We had science backing that intellectual property. We had products before we even had a company. And as simple as that sounds, that's not the norm. Most companies in wellness, and certainly most companies in relationship marketing, usually will start with a business idea, and then they'll go out and try to find a product. And they'll typically go, as Bill said, to some of the contract manufacturers. In fact, well over 90% of all the products in the wellness space can be reverse engineered back to a handful of very large contract manufacturers in North America. That's not the way we got started. We're product first, backed by science, products that deliver amazing results, and because of that, then there's a business model. And it's not the other way around. And so we're changing the way relationship marketing companies are doing business. And folks, our business model is very simple. If you have a desire for some positive change and a willingness to be coachable and learn a system, learn a program, learn a business model that's proven, then you've got all the raw ingredients to make your dreams and goals a reality with V&I. Our business model works in 3 very simple steps. Number 1 is you want to use the products every day. And that's so critical. All of our partners have fallen in love with these products. They've experienced the benefits, the benefits of feeding your body high performance fuel on a daily basis. So that's number 1. Use the products daily. Become a product of the products. Number 2, that way there's authenticity when you're out sharing. Number 2, share the V&I products. And we'll teach you how to do that. We've got marketing tools to include a free marketing website, videos, other marketing tools that will help share the story with you. Also, you've got a team of individuals that are part of your support team. We call them your upline success coaches who have a vested financial interest in helping you share. So number 1, use the products every day. Number 2, share the products. And number 3, for those that want to build a team and create a significant cash flow over time, then you're going to teach others to do the exact same thing. That's the 3 easy steps. And folks, it really is, Jim Rohn used to say, the things that are easy to do are also easy not to do. But we'll teach you. You might not, again, right now, just understand conceptually, those are the 3 fundamental steps. Use the products every day, share the products, and teach others to do the same. And we do it. In fact, we do a training every single Saturday. We call it our Quick Start Training at 11 a.m. And we teach you the exact basics, the fundamental basics of how to build this business step at a time. We teach you how to share the products, how to use the marketing tools, how to set goals, how to leverage the resources that the company provides. So we'll teach you all those steps. Excuse me. I've been doing presentations since 8 a.m. this morning, and the voice, I should have done an extra pro device. All right. Now, when you do that, when you do the 3 steps that we just talked about, using the products every day, sharing the VNI products, and then teaching others to do the same, there's a very lucrative compensation plan that VNI brings to the table. We call them thank you checks. But the compensation plan has a number of different bonuses. It gets a little bit complicated, but it's the application in terms of what you have to do is very, very simple to make the compensation plan come to life. We break it down into 3 very simple rewards. Number 1, there's immediate income. So for you sharing the VNI products, let's say, for example, you shared the products with me today, and I liked what I see, and I'm, I've got my own 2019 New Year's resolution to improve my health and my vitality. It's wintertime, and obviously in most of the world, and certainly most of the U.S. and Canada, and so the immune system, there are a lot of people walking around with colds, and so people are interested in better health. So let's say you've shared the VNI products with me. I place a product order today. You get paid next week, actually Monday, in the form of what we call a fast start bonus, a 30% commission off of my product order. So there's immediate income. We've got individuals on this call, leaders and emerging leaders, that have made from, a couple of $100 in immediate income as they've been ramping up their business to up to a couple of $1,000 their first 30 to 45 days. I apologize. I know I've got a frog in my throat. It's driving me as crazy as it is you. But that immediate income is important because as you start sharing these products, it's immediate feedback that lets you know what? Not only is this business model working for men and women like, Ed and Gina Bender, our number 1 income earners that have created a strong 6-figure residual, not only is it working for Dwight Halstead, not only is it working for Dave Stoltzfus, no, it's not only working for Gene Kucheraway, no, it's not only working for Denise Blankenship, for Michael Saletti, for TJ Dillingham, for Ken Nasmitz, for Cynthia Sauer, for Lisa Turner, I could name just tons of other people. But guess what? When you get that immediate income, you start to realize, hey, this is working for me. This is not just the VNI leaders that I've heard about. I can do this, and that's exciting. So you've got the immediate income. In addition to that, you've got long-term residual cash flow. Okay, now the way this works is, if you think about it, all of our products are consumable. And so what does that mean? You share with me, and I become a customer or a partner, and I start consuming these products. Well, when I use the products up, what happens? I reorder. And the company makes it very, very easy for our customers and our partners by setting up what's called a subscription program. So that the idea is I never have to run out of product. It's a convenient program. I'm in complete control, meaning I can increase, decrease, cancel that subscription at any time with a simple email or a phone call to customer care. So I'm in complete control. And there's also a subscription rewards program that goes with it where I can get additional discounts off of the product, and I can get additional discounts off of shipping up to and including free shipping. So most of our customers and most of our partners, when they engage with the product, they get on a subscription. And so here's how that works. Back to the example with me. I've placed the product order. You help me understand the benefits of being on a subscription. And then 30 days from now, or whenever I've set my date for my subscription, so I have the convenience of not having to worry about running out of product for myself and my family, here's what happens. Let's say next month at this time, my subscription processes. And here's what you don't have to do. You don't have to call me. You don't have to take my credit card information. You don't have to box up product and ship it to me. The company handles all of that for you, and you get paid. So that's that residual cash flow. You get paid, again, not by brand new customers placing a product order, not by new partners placing a product order, but by existing customers and existing partners consuming more product. And so, folks, that residual component is very, very powerful. And here's what that translates into. As you put in the work, depending on what your goals are, You build a customer base. You put a team in place and start helping partners build a customer base. Then all of a sudden, as product is bought and sold, and those subscriptions, that product is being consumed by your customer base, you're getting paid. So you put in the effort for weeks, months, or even years, depending on your goal, your vision, and then you get paid on an ongoing basis well beyond that. Folks, it's a powerful form of compensation, that residual cash flow. And you can get back to the person that invited you to learn about VNI and peel that back a little bit more, because folks, what that translates into after you've put in the work is lifestyle. What that translates into is freedom, because it's a recurring cash flow that's not dependent on the work that you do today. It's really powerful. Number 3, leadership development bonuses. Folks, this is real simple. It's, Zig Ziglar used to say, you can have everything in life you want if you help enough other people get what they want. And that's the principle, that's free enterprise at its best. I call it selfish generosity. Within the VNI model, the team that you assemble, you want to pour into them and coach and shepherd them and encourage them and inspire them to do their best, to reach whatever their goals are. You're going to help them every step of the way. And you've got a team of individuals that are going to be right there with you, helping your partners every step of the way. Because the more successful they are, the more successful you are. And so there are leadership development bonuses that pay you additional bonuses above and beyond the immediate income, above and beyond the long-term residual, by helping your people succeed. So that's a fun way to build a business. Now, why partner with VNI? We've covered a lot of reasons, many benefits, proprietary product technologies that can't be found anywhere else, like we've talked about. No startup fees, no required inventory, no requirement to purchase a certain amount of stock in a certain amount of period. You're in complete control of your VNI business as an authorized partner. Also, you've got the flexibility and the freedom to work wherever you want with the people that you want to work with. Many of our top leaders enjoy the flexibility of travel. They enjoy the flexibility of having a mobile, portable business. If you've got a phone, a laptop, and internet access, you can build a VNI business currently all across the U.S. and all across Canada. And guess what? We're going to continue to expand around the world in the years ahead. And as you travel, you've got a business deduction, a legitimate business deduction, if you're sharing VNI and talking VNI with people as you travel. So it's an amazing lifestyle, and you can do this on a part-time basis. Now, who partners? Who are the type of people that partnered with VNI? Another way of asking that same question is, what's the profile? And what we can share with you, just to reaffirm, these are men and women that have a desire for some positive change. They're coachable, and they like helping people. Those are the attributes that we see consistently from all of our partners. Other than that, they're as diverse as you can imagine. We've got doctors, lawyers, MDs, chiropractors, other healthcare practitioners and professionals. We've got part-time, full-time employees. We've got stay-at-home moms. We've got single moms, single dads, stay-at-home dads. We've got individuals with advanced degrees to include PhDs and MDs. We've got individuals that didn't finish high school, that have gone through, the school of life and are doing extraordinarily well. And so you can be a part of this team by bringing that desire, being coachable, and we'll teach you everything else. If you've got a desire for our mission, what we always tell people, as we invite you to be a customer or a partner, we're looking for missionaries, not mercenaries. We're on a mission, as you heard from Bill. These products are high impact products that the world needs, and we want to bless customers, and we also need partners to help us get the word out and get these products right now to all the corners of North America, all across the United States and Canada, and then the rest of the world as we move forward. So what's your next step as we wrap up here? Well, number one, you might be at a point where you say, you know what? I want to engage in the products. That's the next step. And we absolutely applaud that. I want to encourage you to get back to the person that invited you to the presentation tonight. They'll help you set up your first order. They'll help you set up your subscription. Really want to encourage you to give it at least 60 to 90 days, taking the product every day. You will be absolutely glad you did. Your body will respond, and then you can take it from there. But we roll out the red carpet. We want to, again, invite you to engage with the product. Give it at least 90 days. That's what I typically recommend, and everything else will be good from there. We oftentimes have individuals that get very, very fast response on the product, but sometimes, let's face it, at least in my case, these products are whipping me into shape, and I go through cycles of detox, and I'm feeling better and stronger literally every day. And so give them a chance. Give them a chance to nourish your body and see how your body responds, and you'll be glad you did. The second position, you might be at a point where you say, you know what, I like what I'm hearing. I've covered a lot of information. I've got some questions. You just need more information. You've got some questions. So again, get back to the person that invited you. They've got a marketing website, if you haven't seen it yet, full of information on the products, full of information on the business, supported by videos and a lot of other information. So that'd be great. They can also get you on the phone with one of their upline success coaches to help answer any specific questions that you've got. Number 3, you might be at a point where, for some of you, you might say, you've already maybe tried the product. Some of you have already been looking and having some discussions, and you say, tonight, based on the information you saw, you're ready to engage. You're at a point in time, maybe one of your New Year's resolutions going into 2019 was to create a cash flow and an additional cash flow, pay off some debt maybe. And so you want to go ahead and move forward. So if that's the case, again, we want to point you back to the individual that invited you to the presentation tonight and ask them about the business packs. We've got 3 packs that are a great option. They're a one-time purchase. You've got a basic pack, which is a great option for launching your V&I business. As you see there, you've got $131 of savings built into the basic pack. You get some additional free product. You get free expedited shipping. So that's the basic pack. That's a great option. Excuse me. We also have the promoter pack. The promoter pack is one of our most popular options for launching a business. It's a little bit bigger pack. As you see, there's more value built into the pack. You save $183 to include free expedited shipping. So that's a great way to get started. And then finally, for those that really want to leave no money on the table, the absolute best way to launch your business is a one-time purchase of what we call the Share and Grow Pack. The Share and Grow Pack has $293 of free product and discounts built into this pack. So you've got tons of product of all the product, by the way, to sample, for product for you to use, for your family to use. You've got samples to share. You've got some free product samples. You got some marketing materials, and also that free expedited shipping. In addition to that, excuse me, y'all, I'm sorry. In addition to that, look where my mouse is, my cursor. If a partner purchases a Share and Grow Pack, they immediately become an executive manager. Now get back to the person that invited you here, but you're positioned for 6 months at the executive manager level right out of the gate. And so what that means is as you're putting your team in place, you're leaving no money on the table. So it's just a way, again, one-time purchase that gets you in on the fast track to leave no money on the table and get profitable quickly. So no matter what you get started with, the basic, excuse me, the promoter pack or the Share and Grow Pack, our goal, the individual that's going to be working with you, the team that's going to be working with you, is to help you get that money back quickly and get profitable, usually within the first 30 to 60 days if you take action immediately. And that's exciting. So where else can you launch a business and be profitable within 60 days or less and literally have a cash flow positive business? Okay, so in conclusion, just as Bill shared, we want to just not be shy in inviting you to become part of the V&I family, either as a customer or as a partner, whatever is the best fit for you. We want to invite you to make a difference, to join us in our mission of helping people become beacons of health, hope, and abundance. So on behalf of Mr. Bill Downs, our founder, our CEO, and the entire V&I family, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to learn about V&I. Get back to the person that invited you to the presentation tonight and take the best next step for you. Thanks so much. Join us, by the way, join us Saturday at 11 a.m. for a quick start training. If you have an interest in the business, we'll teach you the fundamentals of how to get that business off the ground and profitable quickly. Thanks so much. Have a great night, and God bless. Bye-bye.